We are live on Facebook. Hey, it's a tip Tuesday. I know we're a little late. Sorry. If we got you chit chatting, you don't want to know what about. It's good stuff though. So today we are talking about 5 things that steal your sexy. And January is Bring Sexy Back month. So we're exploring all things sexy. So our top tips today are top tips on 5 things that actually steal your sexy. Megan, what you got?
Okay, so what can steal your sexy is comparison. Okay, whether you're comparing your body to someone else's body, what you're eating to what someone else is eating, and like even someone else's personality, you can get caught up in comparing yourself, and then you're caught lacking, and you feel like you're lacking, even though you're not. But it can steal your sexy.
Definitely. I've totally been caught in the comparison trap and come out feeling less than, and it just like completely kills my authentic sparkle. I think that's what it steals. Comparison steals your authenticity, and authenticity is sexy, right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
I love it. Okay, so tip number 2, the second thing that steals sexy are excuses. So we all know that when we make promises to ourselves and we set a goal or we're going after something that we like and we start making excuses to ourselves, what that gives us is the subconscious message that we're not worth our own promise. And making excuses actually damages your self-worth. And there's nothing sexier than somebody who knows their worth and lets their worthiness shine. So stop making excuses and start stepping up and just letting yourself be who you are. No apology. Marcy, what's tip number 3?
Tip number 3 is victim mindset, also known as victimhood. I know we've touched on this before, but I'll tell you, there is nothing more not sexy than watching someone be a victim and blame everything in life, including their own physical health and their sexiness, on everything with it, outside themselves, within their control. So
That's right. That's right. What up, Todd? Last minute guest. How are you?
The Todd.
I'm glad that Todd was able to hop on. So Todd, we're talking about the 5 things that steal sexy. And we've talked about the comparison game, making excuses, adopting a victim mindset. And why don't you tackle this one? I know, Megan, you were going to take this one, but why don't you tackle how it is that self-criticism steals sexy?
Oh, Jesus. I'm totally getting thrown on the spot. So
Totally. He's like last minute, doesn't even know what the topic is. Guest speaker.
it was funny. I was like, should I jump on? I don't know. But I said, why not? I'm the fly by the seat of your pants guy. I think the self-criticism is this talk that like I think it just totally robs you and takes you out of the game before you even get there. You know what I mean? And it's this like perception of what people are thinking and what you think they're thinking. And it's this mental mind game because, let's face it, we spend the most time with ourselves, right? In our head talking to ourselves. It's not even what people are saying, right? But it's what we're saying. And so, when it comes to sexy, right? I'm sexy.
I'm sexy and I know it.
Just put that sexy on. But it's funny. It's like the more I talk to clients about it, and they bring it up, it's like oftentimes it's like their spouse or partner or whatever. It's not them. They're like, my spouse or partner or whatever loves me, but it's me. You know what I mean? Like I want to be, so there's this interchangeable word. I want to be more confident versus sexy.
Oh, I don't know. I would argue that they're synonymous. I feel like confidence creates sexy. What do you guys think?
I know. I agree, but I hear it and then they're like, I don't know if it's like a politically correct way of soft soap and sexy because they don't want to come out and say it, right?
Or you could be like me where sexy was a taboo word.
Yeah, like come on,
True.
just throw sex out there. Seriously, let's just drop
Yeah.
the S bomb. You put it sex in your post or anything,
Oh, it will
people are
be
like paying attention to it, right?
Now that we have your attention.
Facebook's like, nope, look.
Yeah. Megan,
You
do you have
know-
any do you have any bonus tips to add to that how criticism steals sexy?
Yeah, I criticize myself. And so, and then that can steal your sexy because I'm my worst enemy when it comes to that. I will like criticize the way I do my hair or do my makeup, or even criticize the way I'm even approaching trying to be sexy. You can criticize that as well. And it's just gone then. You just feel like frumpy, dumpy, lumpy, even if you're not, even if you're a 10, you feel like just,
Yeah.
and that
'cause that's
confidence
self-
that Todd was talking about is not there. The confidence is gone. No
yeah,
sexy, no
Yeah.
sexy time. Mm-mm.
absolutely. That self-criticism totally steals sexy. And last but not least, we have Marcy. And I love this topic because I think it plays right in. Like this last one is about consumption, right? This is your last. So share your thoughts with us about how consumption steals sexy and what does that even mean?
Yeah. Consumption kind of threw me a little bit of a flip loop. I was looking at it, it's like, well, what does consumption have to do with sexiness? Well, consumption can be like the marketing, can be culture feeding us through media, through whether people perceive as what sexy is. And it goes back on all these other things we talked about. But consumption is really about what you are feeding yourself mentally, physically, what you're wearing, anything to portray the image that you want to portray. So watch what you consume because it's coming out. Whatever you put in is going to come out.
Amen, sister. I love that. And you know, we are doing a Get Sexy Back focus group. Bring your sexy back. And one of the things that we did was we did a poll inside of that group and we asked, like, what does sexy mean to you? And interestingly, physical traits were not on the list. Sexy to this group of people means we're authentic. We shine in our vulnerability, right? We take a stand for who we are empowered, and we have confidence. Those were the definitions that our group defined as what creates sexy. And so I think that you're right between comparing, making excuses, criticizing ourselves, what we consume, it all adds into what steals that authenticity, what steals that sense of confidence, what steals that sense of self-worth, and contributes to losing our sexy. So if you're looking at getting your sexy back, we've got a focus group going on and you are invited. So reach out to anybody on this screen because we would love to have you as part of our focus group. Until next week.